Welcome back everyone. Despite being without Chris Middleton, the Milwaukee Bucks have quietly had a very good start to the year. They are the only undefeated team left in the NBA, and although that has only been through 4 total games, it goes to show how accustomed we have become to seeing them be good. However, that does not mean they should be talked about any less than other contenders, as you can make an argument for them being the outright favorite. I mean, I never like to play the injury card, but I feel like we can almost all agree that they would have gotten back to the NBA Finals and possibly even won another championship with a healthy Chris Middleton. Now, you can't do anything about injuries, and they were ultimately beat in the second round, but I don't think anyone should think less of them for it. They put up a great fight while being undermanned, and they showed off their ability to win with their defense, which has definitely carried over into this season. At the time of when I'm recording this video, they're the #1 rated defense, and by a fairly wide margin too, being nearly 4 points higher than the #2 rated team on defense. And simply put, they do not give up many quality shots. They do a great job at contesting shots without fouling, and getting a hand up regardless of where the shot is coming from. Right now, they are only giving up a field goal percentage of 40.3%, and for context, the league average is right around 47%, nearly 7 points higher than what Milwaukee is allowing. Not only that though, but they're giving up the fewest total field goals made per game, and the 3rd lowest 3-point shots made per game too, which is even more important than limiting percentages. And when your top 2 active players are as defensive minded as Jrue Holiday and Giannis are, that will motivate your entire team. And it's not like they have bad defenders behind them either. Between Brook Lopez, Wesley Matthews, Javon Carter, and really a majority of their team, they are the definition of a defensive-minded group, and that appears to be their focus moving forward. They typically won't play the style of offense that'll make you ooh and ah, which likely contributes to their lack of media coverage, but they find a way to win more often than not. No, they might not rain down threes on you like the Golden State Warriors, but they will bully you on both offense, defense, and while rebounding too. They are not afraid to win ugly. In fact, it kind of feels like that's what they prefer at times, which is not very common anymore in today's NBA. Despite being a bottom 10 rated team on offense, they have found a way to win with their defense and rebounding ability as well. I already mentioned that they're the #1 overall rated defense, but let's not fail to overlook their rebounding. And much like their defense, they're the #1 rated rebounding team too, averaging over 52 total rebounds per game. And they are not grabbing all of them on only one side of the court either, as they currently rank in the top 8 for both offensive and defensive rebounds per game. When your team can rebound and play defense at a top 5 level, that alone will keep them in games. But then when you have the most unstoppable player in the entire league on offense, that is a pretty good combination. And it really begs the question of why are they not getting talked about more? Are they truly not a top tier contender? Or are we simply getting bored with how routinely good they are? In my opinion, it's definitely the latter. And not only that, but it's the fact that the Bucks are not a team that regularly has drama or any major roster turnover either. They have had Giannis and Chris Middleton for a decade now. They are going on year #3 for their trio of Giannis, Middleton, and Jrue Holiday, and they've even had a guy like Brook Lopez for nearly half a decade now too.
Been with Chris 10 years now, with Jrue 3 years, PC, Brook 5 years, Bobby 3 years. So it's just nice to have the same people around, people that I've won a championship with.
But again, let's not allow that familiarity to lead us into overlooking them. They are without a doubt a top tier contender. And the fact that they are undefeated without being fully healthy is very telling of that. They of course are without Chris Middleton, but they are also without Pat Connaughton and newcomer Joe Ingles yet too.
A couple of your teammates said that you're a guy that they hate playing against. Jrue went as far to say he's an asshole to play against. It's just
is that good or bad?
And speaking of Joe Ingles, he could be a sneaky good addition for them, a guy who has regularly been underrated throughout his career. He fits in perfectly with the Milwaukee Bucks. We have yet to see him after a torn ACL, but his 3-point shooting, crafty playmaking, and veteran leadership could be huge for them off the bench. They've never had a player quite like him within their rotation, and he could be a valuable addition to their team. which is yet another aspect about their team that many people are overlooking. And in the meantime, while they wait for Middleton, Connaughton, and Ingles to recover, they are giving more playing time to Jordan Nwora, who they recently gave a new contract to. Up until this point, he has been wildly inconsistent off their bench and has failed to get regular playing time, but there is no doubt about his potential. Standing at around 6'9", Jordan Nwora is a very unique offensive talent, having deep range 3-point shooting ability, a very quick trigger, and is much more athletic than given credit for as well. Now, the trick with him is getting him to commit to playing defense, but if they can find a way to make him more consistent, then he could become a key role player for them moving forward. They've already appeared to have found that in Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis, Javon Carter, and maybe Grayson Allen too, but hopefully Jordan Nwora will be able to join them. The Milwaukee Bucks could very well be the most well-rounded team in the entire league, and I don't think they're getting enough credit for it. Now, I am not saying that they are perfect by any means, as they have a few issues on offense like irregular 3-point shooting, lacking a difficult shot maker without Chris Middleton, and being a below average free throw shooting team too. However, it's very difficult to find any major red flags about them when they are healthy, let alone even right now without being fully healthy. And I for one will definitely not be overlooking them. You can never predict who will ultimately come out on top, but the Milwaukee Bucks are once again a good bet. What do you guys think though? Would you agree that the Bucks are not getting the credit they deserve, or do you think that they are rightfully being overlooked? Let me know your thoughts by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. Before you go though, I would like to invite you to join our NBA Discord. If you enjoy having friendly NBA debates, being updated on NBA news, or chatting with others during live games, then I guarantee you would enjoy it. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to those of you who took the time to watch until the end of this video, and until the end of all of my videos in general. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.
And we're trying to work harder and get better to win another one. So you don't see it very often in the NBA when you have the same group of people and you just add to it.